What's going on, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great day today. Let me test this out real quick, see if the audio is working. Ooh, holy allegation is a telestraight. Alright, I hear myself on YouTube, perfect. X stream is gonna start in 15 seconds. Let me test that out and then we're gonna get started, guys. Alright. Stream on X should be live. Give me 1 second while I tweet these links out. Post it there. Post it there. Post it here. Post it here. Perfect. So it works on X. Gonna give everybody a few minutes to join. We'll start at 7:03, so we'll give everybody 3 minutes to join. Alright, I think we're good. I posted the link everywhere that I needed to. Posted in Discord, posted it on X, posted it in the chat. Alright, cool. Alright, so what's going on, team? Tonight's isolation session for Thursday, June 27th. As you guys know, it's Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, is usually not a crazy trading day. Could get some potential trades, but usually Fridays are pretty slow. What's good, Muhammad? What is your my brother? Good evening. Usually the classes on Friday, right? These sessions, these isolation sessions on Friday, usually, or well, Thursday going into Friday, are usually pretty quick. So this session shouldn't really be no longer than 30-45 minutes. Gonna go through them pretty quick. I'm not gonna update the full hour. We're not gonna look at the daily time frame. Only times we'll look at the daily or the full hour really is just to see if we have an engulfing candle. But at this point, again, on a Friday, I'm not expecting it, but we'll look at it. When it comes to structure for a lot of these pairs, as you could even see for AU, we're just moving sideways. Price is just giving us no nuts. So, not expecting anything too crazy out of the charts coming into Friday. But again, if you guys have any questions, any pairs that you guys want me to go over, anything you guys want me to explain again, anything you guys want me to draw on the screen so you guys can maybe see it better, let me know. The pairs we're going to go over today are the ones that you see on the right hand side, the ones with the red flag, starting from the top to the bottom, right? We're going to be looking at AU, EA, ECAD, EUGA, GCAD, GJGU, US30, USDCAD, ZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and oil. But again, if you guys have any questions about any other pairs, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. If not, once again, we're just going to go in order. And once we finish tonight, we'll be back tomorrow morning for the trading session at 6 a.m. from 6 to 10:30 a.m. And then the next session, we don't have an isolation session on Friday because obviously the charts, right, the market is closed during the weekends. But we will have a weekly market breakdown on either Saturday or Sunday. You guys could always join the Discord. I'll let you guys know which days we'll do those sessions. Link for the Discord will be in the chats in a couple seconds here. Also, if you guys join the Discord, if you guys are interested, we also do. Oh, for some reason the Twitter chat's not working. Give me 1 second, guys. Music is way too loud for me. If you guys are interested, I do free one-on-one sessions as well in our chat. So completely free. Everything we do here is free. Why is the chat not working? There you go. So once again, for the new people joining us, we do free one-on-one sessions. We do 2 daily live streams, Monday through Thursday. Friday we do the live trading session, and then on Saturday, Sunday we do a weekly market breakdown. Give me 1 second while we get ready. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so we're gonna start off with AU. We'll go to the daily time frame. I'm gonna be looking for engulfing candles real quick. Green, green, reds for a downtrend. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Nothing at the top. We're still consolidating. 1 hour time frame. Nothing. Still in the zone of consolidation. 30-minute price gave us another day of no net. So nothing really here to update. We'll keep an eye on this going into tomorrow morning. But at this point right now, we have no continuations. Price is still just moving sideways, rejecting highs, rejecting lows, going to the tops, rejecting lows, rejecting highs, going back to the bottom, rejecting lows, going back to the top and back to the bottom where we're at now. So just to update our lines and keeping it simple, if price breaks above here, we'll see price continue that push to the top side. If price breaks below these lows, then we'll see price continue to the downside. Euro AUD. Daily time frame V2, we're in an uptrend. We know that we're at the bottom of the zone consolidation. Price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, so we still cannot expect price to give us an uptrend when price is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. 2 weeks of drop. This week being the 3rd week, we can see price gave us that week, that new weekly low. And in the 30-minute, we were trading lower low, lower high, lower low, change of character, higher high. Then price went right back down and gave us a change of character, lower low, to where we're at now in a lower high. Still trading between the same 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. Let's delete some of these drawings. Right, we had a sweep of the lows, then price broke our highs, retested, continued that push to the top. None of these candles were break of structures. These were just sweeps of the lows, testing candles, and then price went up. So we have a day of rise today. But again, why am I not confident in these trades? Again, because we're still trading between this high and this lower low. Could this push up to the top side be the lower high to continue to push down to the bottom? 100%. So we want to take a look at this zone over here. If price breaks above these highs, then we'll know we'll have a little bit more of a push back to these highs over here. Right, so about 34 pips. It's nothing too crazy. And then these lows down here. Looking for engulfing candles. Do we have anything here? At this point I want to see red, red, green for us to look for push to the top side. We have a red, red, green right here. Nice. Now, why do I not like this engulfing candle? Let's go through it. So first thing is first, we have a 4-hour low. That's the blue box down here, connected with a daily low. We also know, again, price is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low. The fact that we have 2 weeks of drop, this week being the 3rd week, looks like price wants to give us a drop no net or a drop rise. If that's the case, depending on how big the pullback is towards the end of the day tomorrow to make a new low, is going to be a deciding factor on whether or not price is just simply going to give us a retest to give us a lower high, or if price is going to continue to push down to the bottom. So this engulfing candle on the lows right now could just be a fake out, and we could still just be trading between the overall lower lows and the lower highs that Euro AUD is doing. And 30-minute time frame, all good, right? We know that in the 30-minute time frame, we're still making lower lows and lower highs as well. So nothing really here for me to be, confident saying, guys, let's get ready for this push to the top side, right? It just doesn't make sense, right? Is the same thing engulfing all the strategies looking for an entry, right? Every entry trigger is the same thing. Double bottoms, double tops, fair value gaps connected to an order block, turtle soup, change of characters, break of structures, a simple consolidation, break of structure. It's all the same entry points. Why do I say it's the same entry points? Or why does it have the same criterias? Because if you enter a long, right, if you buy into a position when price When market structure is still giving you lower lows and lower highs, you know you're going to lose that trade, right? And vice versa. If you enter a short, if you enter a double top, if you enter a bearish engulfing candle, and price, right, market structure is still giving you higher highs and higher lows, you're going to lose that trade. If you enter a bearish fair value gap entry and price is still giving you higher highs and higher lows, you're going to lose that entry. So right now we're just using the same thing. The fact that price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, this 4-hour engulfing candle going bullish just doesn't make sense at this point. Right now it doesn't make sense, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see what happens. EURCAD in the daily time frame, we know we're at the top of the zone consolidation in V1, so again we know that this is not the best place to look for a trade. However, let's look for an engulfing candle. Nothing here. In the 4-hour, we know we're still trading between higher high, higher low, and all of this is part of the same trend, higher high. Price gave us a pull back down to the lows. Cool. We can still see internal lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, to where we're at now, still in an internal lower high. Same thing as Euro AUD. We have 2 weeks of drop, this week being the 3rd week. Price gave us a new low, and looks like price is either going to end on a rise or on a drop no net. Whichever the case is. If that's the case where we finish on a drop no net or on a drop rise, then that means next week we'll be looking for that push back down to the bottom. Oh, Bashir, thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Any questions, let me know. If you need me to explain anything, let me know. Any pairs you want me to go over as well, whether or not they're on the list, let me know. So at this moment, EURCAD in the 4-hour, do we have an engulfing candle? Right? No valid engulfing candles in the 4-hour, nothing in the daily. Now in the 30-minute, again, even though we're in an external uptrend, we know that internally, price action is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, and we're still trading between this lower low and this lower high. We have a day of rise, which is good. But what do we want to see? Again, I want to see price break above these highs before we could consider taking any trades. Take a sip of water real quick. So EURCAD, we'll leave it at that. Euro USD in the daily time frame. Same thing, we're in V1, but we're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. So Euro USD is getting ready to start pushing to the top side. But again, we need to wait for those confirmations. Those confirmations are going to be higher highs and higher lows. Currently, what do we see? At one point, we were higher high, higher low, higher high. Then price gave us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Right? Not only did it give us a lower high, but if we go down to a lower time frame, that lower high, right in the 4-hour time frame, we can see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Price consolidated, broke below our zone of consolidation, gave us a retest, and continued that same trend. Lower low, lower high to where we're at now. So now we have 3 weeks of drop. This week we know we're expecting price to either give us a no net, which is where we're at right now, or price to give us a week of rise. It's a little reset. Now in this lower low, lower high, lower low, we know there's 2 phases in the market. When price is trending, right, making higher highs and higher lows, or lower lows and lower highs, and when price is consolidating, when price is just moving sideways. So we know that after a break of structure, when price gives you a higher high, higher low, higher high, we know that the next thing that price is going to do is either going to go down and give us a higher low, right, give us this downtrend to make a higher low, or price is going to consolidate. Is there times that price could do both, where price gives higher high, higher low, higher high, it consolidates, breaks down and gives us a higher low, and then continues back to the top side? Absolutely. But for the most part right now, what do we see? We see lower low, lower high, lower low, price is consolidating. And makes trading a lot easier. Why? Because if price breaks above our zone of consolidation, then we know we'll be looking for something like this. Right? But if price continues to break below and gives us a lower low, we'll know we'll be looking for something like this. So Euro USD, we just got to be patient. We just got to wait for that to develop. Now in the 30-minute time frame, delete some of these drawings, guys, sorry. In the 30-minute time frame, we could see that, right? We had rejections of the lows, price went to the top, rejections of the highs, went back down, rejection to the lows, went back to the top, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, to where we're at here now. Now, these breakup structures to the top side are not real breakup structures. These are testing candles, faking traders out, making them believe that price is giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, making everybody believe that this is a higher high to get a lot of these traders to go right back to the top side, right? So now, let's update what we saw. Today, price gave us a day of rise. So we'll continue to monitor this one going into tomorrow. What do I want to see? I still want to see a clean break. At this point, we can see that price is starting to move sideways. But because it's such a small zone still, I'm not going to mark it just yet. So I am just going to still be looking at these highs. And the lows that I'm going to be looking at are going to be these lows over here. If price breaks these lows, then we know we could see price break, retest to continue going short, or we'll see price break, retest to continue this push back to the top side. GA daily time frame. Real quick, we didn't even look at the engulfing candles. Real quick, let me see. Red greens, nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4 hour either. 30-minute, nothing. Cool. On to the next one. GA. We're in V2, we're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Price is still giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, right? We can see that in the 4 hour that this little sweep of the high was just exactly that, a liquidity grab, sweep of the highs, a fake out. You know, there's a whole bunch of vocabulary for the same definition, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price consolidated, went up, gave us a lower high, consolidation in this lower high, price broke below, gave us lower low, lower high, retest of the lows, right? And then continued back down to the low. This is another one. We have 2 weeks of drop. This week being the third week, gave us a new low. If price finishes on a drop no net or on a drop rise, then we know next week we'll look for price to continue this push back down to the bottom. Price, we could still see lower low, lower high, lower low. Price then went up, gave us a higher high, but again, this is not a clean break of structure. These are all testing candles. And then what did price do? It went right back down to the bottom and gave us lower low, lower high, lower low to where we're at now. So let's clear up these drawings real quick so we can see a little bit better. So in this lower low, lower high, let me also take this shit out real quick. Right? Did we get a clean break of structure? Technically we did, with this green candle closing above. So now we could change this to a change of character, and we know we're trading now between this low, this 30-minute low, and this 30-minute high. Give us 3 days of rise, on the third day of rise drop, and gave us another day of rise today. Now, for us to get a solid confirmation that price is going to continue this uptrend push, what do we want to see? After a change of character, I want to see a break of structure. If price breaks above these highs, we'll have clean price to the top side. The bottoms that we need to see break are these lows right here. If price breaks these lows, then we'll see price break retest to continue these lows to the bottom. So we still gotta wait it out for your GA. GCAD in the daily time frame, we're in V1, first zone of consolidation, looking for that second push to the top side. Not only did we break above the consolidation zone, but we also broke above the daily high. So we already know that price is entering that second push to the top side. Going into the 4 hour, we could see price was giving us higher high, higher low, higher high, and then price pushed down and gave us a lower low instead. Again, 2 weeks of drop, this week being the third week, gave us a new low, and price is just moving sideways. So again, if we finish on a drop no net or on a drop rise, then we know next week we're expecting price to go back down. But GCAD is making it simple for us once again. Why are they making it simple? Price is just moving sideways, right? All of this is a zone of consolidation, right? From here to here. Now, what does that mean? Again, why is it simple? In a zone of consolidation, what do you want to see? You want to see price either. One second, guys. You want to see price either break above the zone of consolidation, right, to continue the uptrend push, or we're going to see price break below the zone of consolidation to continue the downtrend push. 30-minute lows, we had this lower low, lower high. We can see that we had a rejection of the highs. Price went back down, 30-minute low, rejected the lows a couple times, and then went right back to the top side. So we know that price is not ready to give us clear confirmations as to where price wants to go. We're still waiting on that. GJ, we're in peak high territory, so this is one where I'm not really going to update. This is just price is going to do whatever it wants in peak high territory. So this is not one that I trade actively until we start turning around, giving us clean and real direction. I'm enjoying your analysis, bro, but it's late here. I'll watch the recording in the morning. No problem, my brother. It's all good. I understand. We know that we could change the daily highs right here because we still don't have a pullback, so we're still trading between this daily high over here, which is just the highest green candle. The 4-hour time frame, we know the same thing. We don't have a pullback yet, so we're still trading between this 4-hour high over here and the 30-minute time frame. We know that we have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So this, we know we're trading now between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows. Do we have any engulfing candles? Let's look real quick in the daily, the 4 and the 1. Nothing in the 4, nothing in the 1, nothing in the daily. So on to the next one. GU, we are in V1, top of the zone of consolidation in an uptrend. So again, not the best place to look for a trade. We're looking for that second push to the top side. On top of the fact that we're in a daily consolidating zone, we know that we're in a 4-hour consolidating zone, where price is rejecting the highs, lows, rejecting the highs, going back down to the bottom, rejecting the highs again, going back down to the bottom, and giving us lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, to where we're at now in this lower low. Again, now these lower lows here, that's a break of structure, is not a valid break of structure. Same thing as the other pairs though. We have 2 weeks of drop. This week being the 3rd week, it gave us a new low, and looks like price wants to finish on a no net or on a rise. If that's the case, then we know next week price is going to want to do what? It's going to want to go back down. So with that being said, do we have an engulfing candle? We do, right? Now, what do I not like about this engulfing candle is the fact that we're on day 100 EMA, is the fact that the green engulfing candle did not close above the wick. So we already know that this is not a validated engulfing candle. However, I am still going to keep it marked. I also want to take in consideration that we have this red, red, green, but again, this red candle does not have a bottom wick, so it's not a valid engulfing candle. You know what? I'm not going to keep this marked because I'm not going to confuse people. Right? So at this point, I still don't have a valid entry for GU. We still got to wait it out. Right? Our rule sets aren't playing out. We understand that, again, in order for you to take a valid bullish entry, price needs to do what? Does it need to do higher highs and higher lows, or does it need to do lower lows and lower highs? Right? If you're looking for a bullish entry, you're looking for price to go long, you're looking for buys. Does price need to do higher highs and higher lows, or does it need to do lower lows and lower highs? Right? And currently, what is price doing? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So any bullish entries, would they be valid at this point? The answer is no. Until we do not have a market shift, I do not want to continue to see buys in this pair. right? Obviously, when we make a lower low, could we be expecting a lower high? Perfect. Yeah, of course, right? But if I don't have my entry criteria, then I have no entries, right? So going on to the next one, US30, we're almost done here, guys. We're only missing 5 more pairs. If you guys have any questions at all about any other pair, let me know. Let me delete some of the drawings here. We have, I did a one-on-one session earlier today. Alright, so US30, similar to GJ and similar to gold, we're in peak high territory. We know that we're in a zone of consolidation. In the 4-hour time frame, we know price was in a zone of consolidation. We broke above it. Price gave us the retest and started going up. Now, in this push to the top side, we also know if we go to the 30-minute time frame, price is giving us a shoulder head shoulder, and we know that right now in this shoulder, price is just consolidating. Did we get a valid break of structure of this zone? No. Price is again just consolidating. It's just moving sideways. We know that we were lower low, lower high, lower low. Price then gave us a higher high, higher low, right? And then price gave us another higher high here. So we know that we were trading between this low over here and these highs over here. Again, price still hasn't given us a valid break of structure. None of these candles are breaks. All of these candles are still testing the zone. Still testing, testing, testing. None of these are break of structures. And we also know that today price gave us a day of no net. So we don't have any continuations. Price is just moving sideways. We have 2 days where price has just been moving sideways. So we still gotta wait it out. USDCAD daily time frame. We are in V2 at the top of the zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Price right now just moving sideways, and we can see that clearly on the 4-hour time frame. Price just moving sideways. Very similar to the other pairs. We have 2 weeks where price is moving counter trend, right? We have 2 weeks of drop. This week being the third week, we got a new low, and same thing. Looks like price wants to finish on a drop no net or possibly on a drop rise. Again, if that's the case, then we know next week we'll be looking for price to give us another week of drop. In the 30-minute, we have a day of rise yesterday, and today price gave us a day of no net. Price is just moving sideways. So, with that being said, no continuations, price just moving sideways. Let me delete some of these drawings real quick. We know that we're still trading between this lower low, lower high, lower low, still trading between this 30-minute low and these 30-minute highs up here. We want to see price break these highs over here to continue, and the lows that we want to see being respected are these lows down here. But if price breaks these lows, then we know we'll have price push back down to the bottom side. Almost done here. 3 more pairs, guys. ZAR gave us 3 days of rise. On the 3rd day, gave us a rise drop. After a rise drop, we know we're expecting that 4th day variation to continue the push to the top side. That's exactly what we got. And we still have higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, back to the top and gave us a higher high. So we know that we're trading between this high and these lows down here. I'm going to mark this entire zone here. daily time frame, we know we are in V2, very similar to USDCAD, but we could still see lower low, lower high. Price then gave us a lower low and gave us the lower high to what we're trading at now. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. In this lower low, price then gave us the higher lower high, right? So now we gotta wait it out, see if price wants to continue these uptrends or if it's gonna give us back down to the bottom side and give us a lower low. Gold, very beautiful today during London session. Peak high territory, again similar to gold or to US30 and GJ. Price still giving higher highs and higher lows, but in between the higher high and the higher low, price is just moving sideways. Right, we're in the zone of consolidation. We have a weaker drop. Price is still giving us lower lows and lower highs in the external time frame. In the lower low, we're expecting a lower high to where we're at now. Great session, bro. See you tomorrow. I'm my brother. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Alright, so let's delete some of these things real quick. We had 2 days of drop on the third day today. Price gave us a new low. It did not. It missed it by a few pips. It just gave us a day of rise. So let's see what price wants to do tomorrow. Very simple today. If price breaks these highs above the 800 EMA, then we know we have clean entries back to the top side. But if price breaks these lows over here, then we'll have price break these lows to continue this downtrend push. Bitcoin, I'm not going to do a deep analysis on this one yet since the 30-minute time frame, or since the 8 p.m. candle hasn't opened yet, right? But 3 weeks of drop, top of the zone consolidation, very similar to US30, rejections of the lows again. So could we be expecting price to start pushing to the top side? It could happen. Do we have any engulfing candles? Nothing in the daily, nothing on the 4 1 hour, nothing on the 1 hour. So we still got to wait this one out. Last but not least, oil. Again, any questions, guys, let me know. Any pairs you guys want me to go over before we finish today's stream, let me know. If not, once we do this one, we'll be done for the night. Then we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading session. So oil, A1, first zone consolidation in a downtrend. We're in the middle of the zone consolidation. We know that this is where the market makers are collecting contracts, faking traders out. We had lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price all of a sudden went back up and gave us a higher high, and price is just consolidating. We have 2 weeks of rise, this week being the third week. We can see that price is pushing to the top side to give us that third week high, which is perfect. In this 30-minute higher high, higher low, higher high, price is just moving sideways, right? But we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high, these 30-minute lows, and price gave us a day of rise. So we have no continuation. Price again is just moving sideways. We do not have a clean break of these highs yet. None of these candles are break of structures. So at this point, what I want to see is either price giving us an exhaustion candle the way we have one here to continue this push down to the bottom, or I want to see price give me a clean break of these highs to continue. So that's pretty much it today for tonight, guys. Any questions, let me know. We'll give you guys about another minute and a half to answer some questions, or to ask some questions. And yeah, if not, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning for the live trading session. Let me know. I'll give everybody a minute. So at 7:34, we'll turn the stream off if no questions. Great session. See you tomorrow. Alright, brother. Alright, guys.